Okay, we're working with radicals still. While we're simplifying, we're multiplying. We won't see division on this one. So it's just simplifying and multiplying. Okay. And this assignment is going to be on Delta Math. But let me just go over these quickly so you can... Again, don't look at the way they're doing it. I haven't even looked, but the way they did yesterday's assignment, no. Don't do it the way I'm showing you. All right. So it'll say find each product. Or sometimes it might just say multiply, or sometimes it might just say simplify. We know what the word product means, right? What is product? Multiplication. Okay, so we'll do the ones that doesn't have any words. But how would you do 5 root 3 times 4 root 2? How'd you do that? 5 root 3 times 4 root 2. Well, this is a product. This is a multiplication. We got some numbers on the outside of the radical in the front, right? The 5 and the 4. And then you got numbers on the inside. Okay, you don't want to multiply. Right? Well, not initially. Not at first, right? At first, we're going to do what? We're going to write the outside ones, outside 5 times 4. And then the radical. And then the ones that are inside. We're not going to multiply. Not yet. But understand that the outside numbers are going to multiply with the outside numbers. And the numbers that are inside the radical obviously are going to multiply. Okay. And yes, 5 times 4 is 20. So I'm okay, I can multiply that. But sometimes always look at these, because see, these might have a common factor. Remember that? So always look and see if we can break that down. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. Okay, but we'll always check and see. So 3 and 2 do not have any common factor, so we can multiply. We'll get 6. That's it, right? There's nothing else to do. That's the answer. All right, so you have something like that. Okay, what's going to be the answer for this one? This one might even be easier. Would it be 2 root 5 times, right? The other way to write a product, if you're not using 2 parentheses, is a dot, right? Like a dot. 2 root 5 times 6 root 5. Wow. The outside, like the 2 and the 6, are going to multiply on the outside 2 times 6. And then the inside numbers. Oh, what happens if I have 2 of the same number? You see? I don't have to multiply it. What happens if you have 2 of the same number? It comes out, right? It comes out. Now it becomes a whole number. So really I'm looking at what? 2 times 6 times? Times 5. And what would be 2 times 6 times 5? 60, right? Yeah. That's it. That would be the answer for that one. All right, so they're going to you'll see some of these that are going to be in like a word format or like a sentence, and it's going to read like this. It'll say, here's number 3. Find the product of 8 and 7 root 3. That's how they're going to write it. It's going to look like a sentence, but they're telling you it's a math problem right here, right? Find the product. Well, how would you write this? It's going to be 8 times, or with parentheses, times what? 7 root 3, right? That's what's happening. And this one doesn't have a radical. The 8 doesn't have a radical. That's fine. That's okay. So how would you do this problem? Does the 8 go and multiply to both of these numbers? No. You're just going to multiply the 8 with, the whole numbers. With the whole numbers, the radical 3 just is alone by itself. But always check, because in this one, this might be a number that can break down, but this one doesn't, right? 3 is at its simplest form there. It cannot be simplified anymore. So final answer for this one? Yeah, 56 root 3. Okay, we got it. Okay. Number 4. Again, find the product of 5. Find the product of 5 and... All right, go ahead and do this one. Find the product of 5 and 3 root 8. Isn't it true you're going to multiply 5 times the 3 root 8? Yes. Isn't it true that the 5 only multiplies to the 3? Yes. So yes, you do have 15 root 8, but you are not finished. I told you to always check this number because it might have some factors and it's not finished at this point. 15 root 8 is not your final answer because you can break down the 8. You can simplify the 8 to 4 times 2. I told you to always check. If it's too easy, have you ever heard that saying? It's too good to be true. Something's too good to be true. Something's up. Like, oh, no. So that's too easy. Something's happening here. All right, here we go. So 15 and 8. Does everybody agree now? 8 can be, it needs to be simplified to 4 times 2. Yeah. And then what? Jaden, what happens next? You multiply what? This 15 times this 2? This 15 times this 2? Why this 2? Why not 15 times 4? No. 2 is not the one that has a perfect square root. 4 has a perfect square root. The 4 has a perfect square root. That's the one that's going to come out. Remember that? If you forgot, you can break it up like this. Remember that? Now, which one of these two has a square root? Not the 2. This one, the square root of 4. The square root of 4 is what? So I got to do 15 times 2. This is the reason you get a 2, not because of that 2 out there. No. Okay, final answer is what Carlos said like 10 minutes ago. 30 root 2, right, Carlos? 15 times 2 is 30, and that root 2 stays in. Yeah? Okay, number 5. Let me put some more to trick you here. Yeah, always check the inside. It's not going to be finished, or you might need to simplify it. Okay, find the product of find the product of 2 root 6 and 4 root 12. Oh yeah, here we go. Find the product of 2 radical 6 and 4 radical 12. Well, that would be 2 root 6 times 4 root 12. Yeah, that's product multiplication. And I know the outside numbers are going to multiply to the outside numbers. And I know that numbers inside the radical are going to multiply with the numbers inside of the radical. But you're not going to multiply, right? We're going to keep them like this. We're going to write it like this. Yeah. Well, I know this is going to be an 8, so I'm okay with doing that, the outside numbers. But are you going to want to just multiply the inside numbers? No. See, you're gonna see if they have anything in common. Is there a common factor? Yeah. What is it? Yeah. There's a lot of. There's a 2. 2 is a common factor for 6. 3 is a common factor for. But 6 is the greatest common factor. So this 6 is this 6, and this 12 is what? What is 12? 6 times 2. Are we trying to find the same? Remember, that's the whole deal about inside the radicals. We're trying to get the same number to repeat twice, right? The greatest common, not the least. The greatest common factor. Oh my God, how did you not see that? You guys, yes or no? You see how you have to look at this? We did this already. All right. And what's going to happen now? This set of 6s, every time you have any 2 that are in there that repeat, they come out as a whole number. So we got what? 8 times 6 now on the outside, and then what's left on the inside? This 2. Okay, now you can give me the final answer. Final answer? 48 root 2, yeah. Are we really doing anything new? No, come on, you guys are not looking at this carefully and making sure you find some common numbers that these factors have. The 6 and the 12 should have been an easy one. 6. Number 6. All right, so it's gonna say find the product of. I'm gonna just not write all that. It'll say that, but here's the next one to multiply. Multiply a 10 root 5. And multiply a 10 root 5 times a 3 root 15. Right? It's going to say find the product of 10 root 5 and 3 root 15. But we're just gonna set the problem up, okay? 10 root 5 times 3 root 15. What are you going to do? Well, the 10 and the 3, which are the outside numbers, are going to multiply. And the 5 and the 15 are supposed to be multiplied, but we're not going to multiply them. We're going to do something really smart. Okay. I can multiply these, right? That'll be 30. Yeah. But what are we going to look for here? Yeah, greatest common factor. Common factor, yeah. Does 5, the number 5 and the number 15 have a? Yeah, of course. 5 is just 5, and 15 is? Okay, now you're looking at it the way I need you to look at it. You guys agree with that? Yeah, there it is. And there we go. We found a pair. So, you guys agree it's gonna come out. So that's going to be 30 times 5 now on the outside. And the only thing now left inside is a radical 3. Correct. All right. Final answer. Too easy. 150 radical 3 like that? Correct. Okay, last one. I think you get the idea, yeah? Yeah. Last one, number 7. Any questions on this one? We're good? You guys see how it's not too far from what we've been doing and what we've learned already? Okay. Number 7. How about this? This one I try to make it challenging, okay? 9 root 24 times, right? Find the product of 9 root 24 and I'm going to give you the other one, and 2 root 40. Ooh, big numbers. Bigger numbers. Now I know what you're writing next. I bet you guys are writing this. 18 root 24 times 40. Can we jump to that step? Is that okay with you guys? Everybody okay how I got that 18? Multiply the outside ones, right? You can multiply the outside ones and put the 18 right there. Okay. And now, don't drop the ball on this one. What is the greatest common factor? 8. Oh, yeah. So 24 is going to be 8 times 3 times, and then 40 is going to be 8 times 5. There you go. Oh, yeah. And then I know you guys can skip this step, but I'm going to write it anyways, where you just kind of organize it, right? I want to see the 2 8s and then the 3 and the 5. I know you don't need the step, but I'm just going to have it there to show that the 8s come out because there's 2 of them. So now this is going to be on the outside. It's going to be 18 times 8. I don't know what that number is. And then what's going to be left inside? 15. Okay, I don't know. Anybody know what 18 times 8? 144? Okay. Final answer, 144. Fácil. Okay, now you know how we do these? Excellent.